Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, the honorable educators and the honorable audiences. In this very good morning, I will explain my argument about the motion entitled "This House Will, as a parent from a middle-income family, will adopt free range as opposed to helicopter parenting." So, I will explain what the meaning of helicopter parenting and free range parenting is in the text above. There are two different types of custody. This is based on the habits of parents to raise their children and different ways and think the best for the children. Helicopter parenting is more inclined to curb out children's activities and interfere in the child's daily life. There are many restrictions and prohibitions such for their children. It is because this parent can be caused by parents still considering their children young and unable to decide on their choice in life, or the child's parents have high expectations of the child so that they are very protective and the child's behavior and movement. While free-range parenting tends to free children to express and explore the environment around the child so that the independence and intelligence to socialize will arise in the child, which causes him to develop properly. Parents who apply this educational pattern have several factors including: first, want to foster a sense of deep independence is the children, and second, want to let the children try new things so that they know how to make the right decisions for themselves. And as a government team, I strongly agree with the motion. Before I mention the arguments that will be strengthen the motions. First, by implementing free-range parenting, children will be free to get to know the outside world. And second, it stimulates children's intelligence in solving problems in their daily life. And third, free-range parenting will make children more independent and not dependent on their parent or guardian of the child. And the fourth, a strong and dexterous character will be built naturally and embedded in the child. From the four arguments that I have mentioned, I will give an explanation of why I can mention these four arguments. First, by implementing free-range parenting, children will be free to get to know the outside world. Of course, the right of to freedom given to children will provide an opportunity for children to get to know the outside world that still feels foreign to them. There are many things in the outside world that are still unknown. Therefore, parents who allow exploration of the outside world will have a very positive impact on the child's intelligence. Philosophically, the child can feel the bitter and sweetness of the peace of the outside world. That way, the child will be able to make decisions that are according to the best in solving the problem, because the child has worked directly through his exploration. Right or wrong will be decided easily by the child. Of course, the role of parent here is still very much needed by the child. Without the guardians of the child will be lose direction and more be clueless about what he is experiencing. The role of parents here acts as a guide for children to tell which is right and wrong, to which is beneficial and which is detrimental. And second, it stimulates children intelligence in solving problems in their daily life. The intelligence of solve problems in children will be stimulated and will increase every time. This is I have mentioned in previous argument. The result of exploration in children will lead to the right decision in solving a problem. Of course, children must have this ability because life is not always easy and there is not always someone to help. This is needed as a basic skill needed to survive and socialize in their environment. In other words, if the child doesn't have the intelligence to solve problems, the child will have difficulty surviving and meeting his basic needs, because life doesn't always depend on something. And third, free-range parenting will make children more independent and not dependent on their parent or guardians of the child. Dependent on something is a negative thing. As I mentioned in the second argument, dependence on parents or guardians is not good if done through the child's life, because fight no one know, fight no one knows if the child parents or guardian will be separated from the children forever. Therefore, to prepare for the future for the children must start with a sense of independence and intelligence in solving their problems in real life. If only relying on dependence on parents, it is difficulties. Children's dependence can be reduced from an early age who are trained with light tasks such as taking care of their own school needs, taking responsibility for what have been before, or by helping their parents who train basic life skills. Of course, that is supported by giving children the right to freedom in exploring the outside world with sufficient supervision. And fourth, a strong and dexterous character will be built naturally and embedded in the child. Finally, a strong and dexterous character will grow and develop in the child's personality. Of course, character in a person is very important to pay attention. With character, the way to socialize and deal with the problems will be different for each person. Character can be said to be the principles and characteristic of a person. Our personnel will be carefully we have. The course having a positive character will be very beneficial for the child's life. This is because with a good character in the child, it will determine the child's life starting from how behave or behave. Strong and dexterous in an example of the character needed in facing and filtering the outside world. Of course, with a strong character, the child will handle the problems he faces strongly in performance completing of tasks or job phases. From the explanation of the arguments that I have explained, it is hoped that I will strengthen my status as the government team. Before that, I would like to summarize to conclude the result of the explanation that I have conveyed before. First, by implementing free-range parenting, children will be free to get to know the outside world. And secondly, it stimulates children's intelligence in solving problems in their daily life. And third, free-range parenting will make children more independent and not life depend on their parent or guardian of the child. And fourth, a strong and dexterous character will be built naturally and embedded in the child. So that's all my argument about the motion and the entitled is household as a parent from a middle-income family will adopt free range as opposed to helicopter parenting. Please forgive me if I have a mistake with internationally or internationally. Thank you for your attention and I will refer my quotes at the end. Great things start with recognizing their potential and environment first. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.